and all that good stuff as well. And also, actually, before we do that, we've got a little bit of a scuffle going on over at staging.
Well, I was saying teams like Disguise, like Fennel, there's an outside shot of them still getting into that top 2. And I tell you what, kicking things off with a victory in a contest could be everything. Those extra few points. Also elsewhere, NIP are fighting Ty as well. People are on a madness. People are dropping on each other. People want points.
People are desperate. It's as simple as that. It's not BM, it's desperation. They know that there's a certain amount of kills they need, even with a win, to give himself a chance of being here tomorrow, and DSG know they are one of those teams. At the moment, one player out of the lobby. Designful trying to chase this second player down as well. Pinator's going to fall, and it looks like Qzia gets that knock with the wingman, and you can see that Designful wants to swing. He wants to try and claim another point here for DSG. He'll fly in, he'll hit the hip fire, and I'm pretty sure that player has no weapon whatsoever.
And I'm fairly certain that Fennel were not expecting this one from Disguised either, as they get the opener. Now this is a big fight. If you win this fight, you get a ring console, and you are very close to where the zone is going, because we will be heading towards Mirage Etoile. Now, Fennel have one player alive here, but I'm not sure you're going to be able to do much.
I've got to say, as we see Kurihara try and kind of escape for a moment, this zone as a final zone to qualify. Escape for a moment. Tough. This zone.
Like I said, Chad, this is going to be a very aggressive early game. If you are a team in the top 5 right now, brother, you need to avoid confrontation at all costs and play for your life. Rotating quick to zone will be the play, but you need to lock it into a house or a god spot.
We know how tough this zone can be to navigate. The extremeness
Navi sending
of the
CR.
makes it difficult to play underneath.
That's
for Navi, they're on the hunt at the moment, and Sang-Yoon has gone down now for CR.
Wow, Crazy
and
Raccoon
CR is eliminated by Navi.
Crazy Raccoon's tournament is done. There will be no chance for them to get into the top 2 after a win today in the first matchup here in the LCQ. They bow out first here in match number 10.
And it's going to be a Mirage Voyage zone. SSG with an immediate rotation, and let's see how this goes. Holy shit, here we go, baby. We're locked in. We're so locked in.
It means you have the chance to path a little bit differently, level up, and have an armor advantage when you do get to that final circle.
I'm so pumped right now. Holy shit. Let's go, baby.
SSG.
SSG with a rotation in. DSG with a pretty good rotation here, too.
Coming into this game are already inside of that zone. They're going to be playing on
SSG was landing countdown, so this zone's perfect for them. And IP getting shots down on NTH here too.
TSM as well. They're over at Grandmaster.
Kill onto Ty. Well, it looks like it has gone the other way here, because NIP down to just 1. And I say about tournaments potentially being over here, Amphi has the tournament life on the line for NIP.
L-Star and a Hemlock. One good thing for him is he's got a gold mag on it, so that thing is going to shoot forever. But it's maybe not the weapon that you would want in most circumstances. However, you give this man a pair of fists and he'll get the job done a lot of the time. Guild now making their rotate past TSM, and we've got first and second rubbing shoulders as they try and rotate. And NIP, Ninjas in Pajamas, will be eliminated, and that will be them out of the tournament.
Fennel respawning, by the way, respawning both their teammates, able to survive and keep their chances alive. They were in that top 10. They were still in striking distance of top 2. And we can look back at the replay, by the way, of when Disguise did drop onto Fennel. They got those opening kills, but it wasn't enough to send Fennel into the ground.
Weibo Gaming being eliminated as well, and it's going to be Pioneers who get those kills. Jensen is back for now, but the res will come in very, very comfortably, and this is completely isolated down on the south side of the map. So KCP...
those opening kills, but it wasn't enough to send Fennel
huge
into
replay.
the ground.
KCP now getting kills on the WBG.
As well, and it's going to be Pioneers who get those
and
kills.
Fennel get a full reset.
Oh
my goodness, Fennel with a full reset here.
This is completely isolated down on the south side of the map. So KCP gets some kills. I'm very interested in this though. The position of SSG.
So SSG right now is opting to take the God Rock instead of taking anywhere near Mirage and down below.
There's limited spots.
I like the call. I just want to know. This is a very hard push. That's why I think SSG is taking this, because it's a safer spot to play. They know this game in round 4 to 5 is going to be highly aggressive, and I think they're trying to avoid all fights.
And they are the team who are closest to threatening that qualification place.
Say about primary spots, how are dead on top of Mirage Etoile, but no armors to play with. So that is a position that could very much be
TSM got out of that mixed-use situation, bro. There's like 4 teams walking on up.
As Northeption now approach the western side.
Fourth place squad now moving up here too.
Place, they have potentially allowed other teams into that race for the top 2 with an early exit in the previous game. But they can make up for that here.
Let's see what they do. NCH qualifying would be unbelievably impressive. Again, for those who don't know, man,
almost what you said there.
this is
like,
Titus.
How do you think that they're thinking right now? They had it in their hands. They
second land, IGLing.
in their hands.
It's not an easy thing to do.
It's not slipped completely through their fingers now. That reset and that conversation between the previous game and this one, our final one of the day, it must have been a tough one.
How about this for Fennel, by the way? 5th place at the moment. They get dropped on. Suddenly they think their tournament's going to be over. Their key's going to get crushed.
I can't believe Fennel reset, bro. I don't know how Kurohara got banners. I'm mind blown right now. I genuinely have no idea. It doesn't make any sense to me.
All the way north to Skyhook because they want to be able to hit these ring consoles, hit these survey beacons, get as
wow, look at that. Everyone now rotating in. NTH take a god spot now as well on the bottom of Mirage. A top 4 team now making a play here. KCP now dying. So now we have 2 teams in the top 4 over near Mirage in the end game potentially. Let's see where the zone's going. Let's see. Wait, Guild. Wait, if this zone goes towards Lava Fisher, bro, Guild is in the best spot by far, and they're the only team in Fisher.
They need to as well. They need.
We need to see this fucking zone, man.
To get into the grand finals. I believe it's KCP on the receiving end of this, and Disguised are very much on the hunt. But
KCP now dying.
Need to be aware of surroundings here. Is there anyone else? Are you going to potentially be third party? Then that's why they're sticking close together, making sure they use every bit of object they can.
And TSM coming in for the Fisher side, bro. If this pulls up, this is going to be unbelievable for TSM. The zone is. They have knowledge as well. It's going to pull up towards Lava Fisher. SSG spot is now not so great, and TSM spot is phenomenal.
They're having a little scrap. But this is where the most
important moves
on the map are happening. And
RR now dying. This is
in
insane.
The tournament overall.
And look where TSM are positioning themselves, right on the north, near Lava Fisher.
This is unreal, bro. What an ending we're going to have here.
And it does give them access to those train tracks, which is where we see
and Guild didn't have, by the way. So empty. Again, an IGL call without Zone 3 knowledge here. Getting into a god spot.
South of them, arguably in an even better position. The only thing about that building,
empty is unreal.
Very difficult to survive. But for Guild,
such a hard zone call.
Out surviving the likes of TSM. You don't want to go down early and
have Na'Vi right behind them though, man. That's going to be one thing they're probably going to have to take.
Right now, because look who's coming up behind them. It's Na'Vi, a team who are desperate for points, and they have purple arm as well. TSM get up to purples themselves. Let's jump into a listen in and see how the comms go.
Here we go.
Drop now. Run. Into the donut. Smoke it across. Smoke across now. Smoke cross. I'm trying best I could.
Say it, Reb. Say it, baby.
I'm dead, bro. Yeah, go on.
No, don't say it, chill.
What's that smoke, man? Can we get the banner?
No, we're gonna get to it by the team.
Yeah, let's see. We need to run back. Don't tell, yep.
They need to back up fully. And they can't get banner either.
They chasing you?
Yeah, I'm dead, bro.
Run up the sound, boys.
No, brother. No. Evan with a little bit of a messed up smoke, bro, and it gets reps killed here too.
No here. Well, not gonna be right. I feel around.
A disaster for TSM, an absolute catastrophe, but
oh, my heart hurts, brother. My heart hurts. Their host is still alive. Has to ride it out, man. But SSG right underneath them. Northampton right underneath them in the leaderboard as 2 full 3-mans.
I mean, if they were to be eliminated here, they would just have to hope that SSG don't.
Disaster for TSM, an absolute catastrophe, but they have hope in the hands of Verholz. Still alive. TSM not dead, but certainly you have to say the pulse is starting to feel a little bit weak.
And TSM, I mean, if they were to be eliminated here, they would just have to hope that SSG don't find those 4 points to overtake them. But SSG are in a pretty commanding position on the south side of where this zone is going to be. But of course, anything can happen here in Apex Legends. All it took was an aggressive Na'Vi push there. Na'Vi who have what they might see as nothing to lose at this point, everything to gain with aggressive pushes. They take down the majority of TSM.
Guild still inside of this building, and you can see they've got the Watson as well. Now elsewhere, DSG continue their reign of terror, and it's KCP are on the receiving end of it once more. QZ's wingman is hitting pretty hard at the moment, and as they farm kills inside of the zone, VP and Sharky, well, they're getting one of their own, but Guild, maybe Na'Vi are going to be the team who have something to say about who goes through in this lobby. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking, hey, they can coexist, they can play the train cut, but Na'Vi are desperate for points. And they know they need to fight.
Oh, that zone is going to continue to shift south, by the way, below those train tracks, back towards Mirage de Trois. But Pioneers just got eliminated. That's their tournament done. Their key will be crushed as well. That's now 4 teams we've seen eliminated here. Evos have just lost one in the kill feed as well to the ring. But Guild are holding this angle. They are expecting a push to come here.
Thermites go down. It's going to start burning Na'Vi, who now have to back up. Guild trying to hold their ground. Now they're going to flood. And they get the knock as well. Kinda will be taken down. They have held out Na'Vi. They have got the kill that they so desperately needed to keep themselves alive, and no one has gone down.
Yeah, Guild are doing it at the moment. They are doing enough to stay ahead and keep themselves in that first place, and with 1 foot in the door to the grand finals, but it's that second place that is still so hotly contested. It's TSM who hold it right now on 77 points with 1 extra placement as Virtus Pro get eliminated, but Verholst is trying to survive. You can imagine the heart must be beating fast as Na'Vi, still as a 2, are trying to haunt the dreams of other teams trying to survive right now.
Nocturnal with a knock in the kill feed as well for NRG. Henchman pops the dogs, then tries to fly in on
Haunt the dreams of other teams trying to survive right now.
Nocturnal with a knock in the kill feed as well for NRG. Henchman.
Na'Vi trying to keep the dream alive as a duo.
Tries to fly in onto the remaining members here of Red Rams. Good shots coming in with that vault. They're not perfect, but they're good enough to break the shields, and the follow-up from Atafe will secure yet another KP here for
Nice.
Na'Vi. As a 2, they are the boogeymen of the lobby right now. Anyone who sees Na'Vi knows that they're coming at them. The only team who's held them off is the team in first place. That's Guild.
Oh my goodness,
Guild
bro. Guild doing such a good job right now for this KP as well.
Position behind TSM, and Guild are still
And Guild pick up another one.
Red Rams eliminated, sent home.
They are untouchable right now, man.
14
Guild looks
teams now
so
survive.
good.
And this is
They have
where
a really
SSG
tough
currently
rotation, though. We'll see what
hold. On the
happens.
southern side, as we go
DSG
back to
trying to stay
Sky,
alive now, too.
They probably killed someone else. Guild still getting kills in the kill feed, by the way.
And finally having a little bit of revenge for the
TIE will probably die here.
Na'Vi lose a member. It's Henchman who went down. The Skies now know they have to take more fights. There's a zip line above them that they're going to have to be aware
Heroes
of.
are going to be eliminated. Na'Vi
eliminated
picking up
in
2
the
KP.
meantime. Matafe
It's nowhere
takes
near
over the
enough,
kill lead
obviously,
here
for Na'Vi.
With 4 to himself, by the way, but SSG still sat up on this extreme height to the south.
Na'Vi now dying. Maker's going to be eliminated. 12 squads up. Bro, the zone is rotating right towards SSG.
Still, though, 3 points
They just
behind
gotta make
TSM
sure
in
they
second
don't
place
get
right
sent
now,
on,
and
bro.
Verholst is still alive. And
NCH is going to be down below and have to move on up here, too.
Still a chance to pick up placement points, and maybe, just maybe, you can do enough to keep ahead of SSG. You hope that they get pushed. You hope that they make the mistake. But at that point, you are putting it in their hands as Verholst is taking a little bit of a fight. The smoke keeps him alive for now, but attention has suddenly been drawn to TSM.
I mean, it's crazy to think that Verholst is inside of Graveyard right now, and we might be talking about the death of TSM in
Na'Vi going to be eliminated. Na'Vi now out of Esports World Cup.
Keep things going.
Evan picking up some KP, man.
Another placement point secured.
I don't even know who to root for. I'm just rooting for anyone at this point, dude.
Will they rue the day that Na'Vi pushed them that little bit earlier? Na'Vi, of course, eliminated. Their tournament's done.
I'm rooting for everyone until they die.
More ever likely of getting to that grand
Guild
finals,
now.
on
91 points, rotation in. Let's see where they go.
Still leading this
Great
lobby
job
and
by
still
Guild so
making
far,
their
bro.
way to the next zone.
If they can do this, rotate successfully, Empty truly played one of the best performances in a 10-set game of all time.
Imagine in the grand finals.
They're making a play for this
This is unreal.
underneath by the looks of things.
What is a game? This is honestly a set of all time. This is a crazy, crazy consistency. We've never seen a 10-game set.
It's a fight against NRG, and they've lost design for
DSG now dying.
There was the knuckle cluster that finished him off, and now Enemy might be about to fire his final shots of this tournament. DSG on life support.
It's round 4. He can't
It's
make
been
it
a
out.
valiant effort from Disguised. Is there anything else? Can Enemy
I think it's it,
put
bro.
on a hero's
NRG getting the
masterclass to
kills,
stay
though,
alive
on the
and find some
DSG.
points here, but they are starting to trail so far behind second place at this point. It would need to be something close to a miracle. Elsewhere, NRG are making their way in. TSM still fighting for their lives.
NRG now dying on the backside. DSG dead. NRG dead. NRG eliminated. Evan picking up KP. Evan wants win. Evan wants on, man.
But so much work still to do.
This is only bad because NTH and SSG are still alive.
Still on this hike.
Evan is putting up a hell of a performance right now, though, man, but his rotation next one's going to be so tough.
Still fighting for their lives. Verhulst is holding this location down as best as possible as Disguised will be eliminated. And Verhulst keeps going. He's adding damage. He's adding kills. It's 80 points now for TSM.
Oh my word, this is a performance of a lifetime! From Verhulst, he wants to drag TSM through this, but so much work still to do. 8 squads remaining. SSG still on this hike. GK Esports inside of the next zone, and speaking of which, SSG now own the zone. We are pulling away down to the south of Mirage Etoile, and we are going towards SSG.
But SSG have not been getting kills. Verhulst and TSM have been. It's now a 6-kill gap between second and third. So as long as Verhulst can keep this going, finding this point here, this point there, if he can even get into the top 5, he gives TSM such a huge chance of still qualifying here. And also, do not forget Northeption, by the way. Remember, they were in 4th place, 72 points. They are not so far behind.
That charge rifle hurt, but it wasn't enough to end this run from Verhulst. Guild checking back in with them, playing underneath Mirage. They know they have to move as well. And it looks like they know they've got points. They're trying to fence this team inside to stop them escaping. And now that door's gone thanks to those fences as well. Jesco trying to get some angles at the moment. It looks like Guild are thinking about taking this fight, and they kind of have to. They've got no other choice.
Guild trying to survive, but this is a dangerous moment for them because as soon as they push out, as soon as they expose themselves, they are vulnerable to other squads. They have to time it perfectly. Take advantage of when the zone is also moving. The team's around you. Verhulst is dancing, he's dipping, he's diving, and TSM eliminated. 81 points. Can SSG catch them? Can Northeption catch them? Other squads, they have to time it perfectly. Take advantage of when the zone is also moving. The team's around you. Verhulst is dancing.
And TSM eliminated. I mean, Evan did as much as he could.
81 points. Can SSG catch them? Can Northeption catch them? Could
TSM will be at second. SSG only 5 points behind in a god spot. It's not looking good for TSM. SSG is on a path to glory right now to qualify.
On SSG, Northeption,
Guild
Esports will deal
somehow still surviving. They're unfucking believable. NTH killing off Guild.
Ammo might be a little bit of a problem here for SSG.
Guild now dying.
Rampage shows that they wanted this position early. They were willing to sacrifice the loot they had to pick up.
NTH still a full 3 men down below.
No max. No ammo. 6 squads remain.
A win here for Northeption could send them into the grand final. A win
my God,
here
this is
for
so
SSG
close, bro. My
would
heart is
send
racing.
them into a grand final. But can you do it?
Do you have the ammo to do it? Do you have the bullets?
meds?
Bro, they have nothing. SSG is broke as fuck
You're
right now.
looking at the 30-30 ammo here, the heavy ammo. And boy, is that low. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still do some damage with that if your name is Koiful. He's going to hope and pray there will be an opportunity maybe to pick up a little bit of ammo.
NTH sending Guild. First place team versus 4th place team. This is ideal here for SSG, these 2 squads fighting.
But Tyda's gone down. Crazy will get one himself.
Come on, Tyda. Yes! NTH will take down Guild. Oh my God, Tyda. Oh my God.
4 squads remaining. SSG, the door is open for you. Northeption, though, this is a massive moment for them as they swing down to the low ground and they look to take a fight, but Tyda's gone down. Crazy will get one himself. And they will take out Ty and Guild Esports fall at the same time. 4 squads remaining. SSG, the door is open for you.
SSG still alive, but so are Northeption. TSM watch on. They hope, they pray that both of these teams are eliminated, but now we're into the top 4. Points have been secured. You start to catch up the likelihood of SSG finding TSM, finding that second place, as SSG have held this position throughout the entire game here, and they have so much damage, so much domination, and they're into the top 2.
Northeption eliminated, How eliminated as well, and SSG, anonymous, in the group stages, have stood up when it matters most. 2 squads remaining. GK Esports inside of this building. And we are learning so much about the mentality of this team. Sometimes it's been questioned, sometimes it's been doubted. But when the pressure was at its highest, Zainu gets that first knock, Zainu gets the second, and Kaifo will do it for SSG!
SSG just did it.
Eliminated, how eliminated as well, and SSG!
Here we go, last 3v3 here for SSG.
In the group stages have stood up when it matters most. 2 squads remaining. GK Esports inside of this building. And we are learning so much about the mentality of this team. Sometimes it's been questioned, sometimes
GK now with the swing.
Been doubted. But when the pressure was at
SSG
its
gonna knock.
highest, Zainu gets that first knock, Zainu gets the second. Kaifo will do it for SSG.
Go!
What a
Come
comeback
on!
for the 3 guys.
But look at that, it's a
Guild and SSG make it. We gotta have a talk about MT, man. We have to. MT needs to be in a discussion this weekend, man. He's gotta be in some discussion, bro. Holy shit. 60 placement points off MT's IGLing and Legacy's co-IGLing. 60 out of their 94 points, bro. He needs to be given his flowers.